Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Abzan, but this time with friends. So, last time I tried the Abzan Superfriends deck without Superfriends and it did not end well. I assumed, right? So I assumed that a Decklist on untap.gg that had like 60% I gotta try, and I was totally wrong. It was terrible. I mean, I was totally right. It was terrible. We keep losing to every kind of matchup, aggro, control, what have you. We have no answers to anything. This time, we're going to play an actual Super Friends deck, but really just two friends, right? They're just best sisters. Wrenn and Wandering Emperor. That's basically it. That's how they beat the Phyrexians anyways. So here's the deck list. Well, in the early game, we have 2 X cards. In March of Otherworldly Light and March of Wretched Sorrow. 2 lights and 4 sorrows. That the idea is that we gotta kill a lot of creatures and planeswalkers. Not as much artifact and enchantments, but they could be there, so that's why it's there. Then, in the 2-drop, we got 2 Gold for the Throw and 3 Sheoldred's Edict, as well as 4 Up the Beanstalk. The same kind of combo as last time. We want more Sheoldred's Edict because we are anticipating control against Planeswalkers, whereas against creatures, well, our March should be able to handle them. Then, in the 3-drop, I cut it down to just 2 Rowan's Grim Surge because we don't really have that many things to bargain this time, and also we're kind of slower and more likely to die. Then, we have 3 drops in Wrenn and Realmbreaker in order for us to turn our man lands into real lands that are also man. 3/3 elementals, vigilance, hexproof, and haste. So those are all things that are good. I don't think the +2 or the -7 even ever gonna come into matter, but maybe -2 can get us off the Beanstalk. That's kind of the only place where that will matter. Then 3 Wandering Emperor for, actual win con. Get 1/1s, or get 2/2s, get +1/+1 on those 2/2s, and swing our opponents with. That's the idea. And then we got 3 Blossoming Tortoise to try to bring lands back from our graveyard. We have 4 Sunfall to really get rid of the board, 2 Farewell to really get rid of the board, and 2 Virtual Persistence as an early game 2-mana removal that could double as a late game 7-mana trigger up the Beanstalk, but also bring cards from our graveyards back into play. Then in the land base, we are a pretty land-heavy deck, 26 lands. We'll probably flood out again. We got 1 Eiganjo, 1 Plains, 1 Swamp, 1 Takenuma. This time, it won't matter because we have Planeswalkers and a creature. And then 1 Boseiju, 1 Forest. The typical 3 basic, 3 channel lands that I put in my 3-color deck. Then we also have a lot of the weird lands. We have man lands in 4 Restless Fortress, 4 Restless Cottage, and 2 Mishra's Foundry. These are all the man lands we're running. I cut Mire from Mishra's Foundry because these can turn into 2/2s with a turtle. It'll turn into 3/3s. And then we can kind of bring it back from the turtle's attack if it dies. So that's why it's there, but I'm still not sure if that's better than Mirex in a lot of situations. We also have 2 Shattered Sanctum, 2 Deathcap Glade. So that since we have 4 of these each, we have a total of 6 white-black land, 6 green-black land, and then 6 white-green land in 3 Brushland and 3 Overgrown Farmland. That's the whole deck list. Let's go see if we're going to have fun with this. Okay, Absent. This time you have friends. Let's see if it works. Honestly, I don't think friends going to help. Shame Wizard. It would be a shame if you were a wizard playing Mono Red Burn. Alright, we got 3 lands. We got Wrenn that we can't play. Grim Search. Can't play this hand. Slightly better. We'll put back the Foundry. It's kind of slow. For now. Okay. A different deck. We play the Shatter first because we have 2 black cards, and this is only mana to produce black. Okay, so now we're playing Traxa. Here comes it. Oh, thought it comes a ramp, but no ramp yet. Double Farewell. That's an interesting hand that we drew. Nothing here matters too much. I guess the turtle is just gonna come in, whiff, and then die. Oh yeah. That's what I'm anticipating. 2 mana. They can't really play anything for 2 mana. I don't know what the holdup was. Restless Fortress. Here comes Stomper. Up the Beanstalk. Interesting. Alright, do we march this? Well, we have the chance. I think we just march here, right? It's kind of scary, and the turtle can miss. And if the turtle misses, he's gonna do turn 5 board wipe. Does he have 2 white? He doesn't have 2 white, so he could top deck a white card. I don't know. This is playing to get ahead. March is playing not to fall behind. I'm just gonna miss anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's see what we're gonna hit. Oh, we didn't miss. Sort of. Sort of didn't miss, but our up the beanstalk is now down the beanstalk. Down the gutter. Red. Alright, no Sunfall here, but he could have a 5-mana card. Virtue. Okay, not a 5-mana card. I can live with that. Do we march this? Do we Grim Search first? He doesn't have a counterspell. He doesn't have blue. Which is interesting how everything kind of turns out. He also can't play the Virtue very quickly. So, I guess we'll Grim Search first, since we can't bargain it anyways. 3 mana, draw 2. Would I dry something that matters? Not quite. So, do I want to let him put something on the stack? Or do I want to Farewell? Farewell right now is just a beanstalk, right? That doesn't feel good. So, March for 2, exile the beanstalk. He's already got a cycle then. For migration, yep. Cycle. Okay, did not give me any stops because I did not put the stop on his turn. Workshop War Chief. That is fan-freaking-tastic here. Blitz me for 3 and then turns it into a 4/4. Do we even go for the throw here? A lot of card draw for him. Not a lot of things for me. Just go to my turn here and farewell. I keep landing this. Yeah, I don't need my graveyards. You got your Virtue. I don't know how we can beat this deck though. I think he has the inevitability on his side. Just plays a Traxa. Titan of Industry! I did not expect that. I really did not expect that. Plays a Titan. Okay, well we can't even... We can march it. Pay 7 and march a Titan? Oh, I don't think he has... Yeah, so... I can wait till see what he does, and then I'll march it. Because... I don't think he can do anything other than... Oh, I don't know if this deck has protection. What the... I already passed turn, didn't I? What was going on? Shield counter, huh? Attack for 7. I don't want to let him attack for 7. Or 11. 0. We'll wipe that out. Does he have a protection? In that deck? If this deck has protection spells along with all the things that he's been playing so far, I'm just gonna give it to him because I don't think I can beat him. Now play your Virtue. I mean, playing Virtue here doesn't do anything to him. So, what is he going to do? Is he going to play nothing? Her migration. Alright, well, thanks for the top deck. That was a good top deck. We have a lot of life here in our hand, so if they are not an Atraxa deck, but I mean, there probably are an Atraxa deck, honestly, right? Just because I exile one Titan doesn't mean they're not an Atraxa deck. They have all the colors. If they're just Golgari, there's no reason to have blue. Okay, Fortress. Up the Beanstalk. Interesting. Just to draw a card. Does attack. So he wants to exile something. My Sunfall. Can he stop this? Binding. Oh, I see. Okay, so I can exile 2 cards to kill them. I don't know if that's worth it. Yeah, one good talk deck kind of asks for another, right? We're at 4 here. I can Restless Fortress him. That's our second farewell. That's our only other farewell. So, do we just pass turn with March and see if he wants to? I guess we'll have to. I doubt he'll do it though. We need to play. We need more life to play with, right? So that's kind of where we're at. A bit risky. Okay, does he double attack? Make those food tokens. Enjoy it. Nom nom nom. In response, I have a response. Kill this. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0. Alright, thanks for the life. Do we just attack him with our Restless Cottage? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna attack him with this too. Can we exile anything useful? Probably not. Her migration? Now he places a Atraxa and we just lose. Not yet. One, two, three, four, five. 5 mana on the up the Beanstalk. Another War Chief. That's good cards you're drawing. Well, if he has a War Chief, right, would he still have a Atraxa in that deck? That is interesting. I can wipe everything, right? The War Chief, this thing, and then let's see how many mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10, so I can kind of eat the food first if I want to do that. This is when it dies. But you're not dying. You are getting exiled. Exiled, exiled. Why not? Exiled. I got a Beanstalk. Is he gonna pop my Beanstalk? I don't like it, but you know, it is what it is. Roll and search, huh? Can I take this search here? I think I'll just die. How would he block this? blocks. We're gonna take a lot of damage there, but no blocks is no blocks, right? So what do? Do we roll and search right now and see what we can hit? He is less likely to play stuff. I don't know. I don't think it matters, because even if I do on his turn, though, he can have a lot more mana to respond, but it's fine. Always play on opponent's turn. Better control player to do that. Hello, kitty cat. And bzz, bzz, bzz. Attacks all around. Bargain. Guess I'm getting those 2 cards. Why does they always ask me to put them on top or bottom when it certainly does not matter? Let's see if he will counter this. Non-token creature. What would he play? If he plays his Virtue, I'm kind of out of it. If he doesn't play his Virtue, though, I have a chance. I mean, if he plays his Virtue, right, I could still attack. Per Migration. Okay, that's way worse than what I thought he was going to play. Now what do? Go up a Beanstalk? Give me something good. That is not it. I can kill one of them. Does he have a counterspell in that deck? With everything that he's played? He's gonna march his own? Alright. What can I do now? 1, 2, 3, 4. I get to block 1. Right, and I'll take 12. And I still die. GG. Opponents got everything, and I got Restless Cottages. They drew how many up the Beanstalk? I barely drew 1. That's not fair. Abzan, no friends. Abzan has friends? Didn't matter. Didn't come out anyways. My friends didn't want to come out to play. You know how much help a Wrenn would have been in that game? All of my manlands on the board would have done something. We drew both Rowan's Grim Search. Yeah, we drew both of them. Somehow we drew both before drawing any Wrenn. So, you know, against the matchup that would have mattered, it didn't matter. Of course, the game does kind of is left to variance. Oh, this is a really good hand, but I'm always afraid of really good hands because they usually end up bad by the time I finish playing them. And as I was saying, right, it always comes down to variance, and you gotta play like hundreds of games for the variance to kind of even out, and I just don't have the patience for that. Seachrome Coast, Fairies. Alright, against Fairies, I don't know if my Boseiju will hit much. Would the Takenuma hit much? Probably not either. I guess we'll just go up a Beanstalk and see what happens. 2 turtles. Blue-white fairies, though. Okay, Esper fairies. Esper fairies? Huh? Esper, you gonna make a play? Did not make a play. So we'll go up Beanstalk. They don't have counter unless you pay 1. Not in today's meta. Crawling ever higher. Maybe it's the infinite combo deck. No, fairies. Also holding up a counterspell with the 2 and tap. Nope, not anymore. knows I don't have removal. Also don't have land, so I have to play this turtle. I'm gonna need a white mana. Let's see if he taps himself out again. My god, genius. We'll take the damage. And then he plays nothing. Like a genius. Okay, what are we gonna play next turn if he plays nothing? That's interesting. So we got a lot of, you know, up to beanstalks we could play, but I guess we gotta attack first. This is a good land to get back. Fairy Mastermind. Does he have another play? Fairy Fencing. Okay, so since he has Fairy Fencing, right, do I want to kill his Mastermind with Go for the Throw here? Or Sleep Curse Fairy with Go for the Throw here? Because I can do both. And the Sleep Curse Fairy is the more annoying card. The Fairy Mastermind gets card draws, though. The Wandering Emperor can exile the Dream Thief. I don't know how relevant that would be. Well, I don't need to go for the throw this turn. Just because he's tapped out. Yeah, I gotta learn to play on my opponent's turn. Especially with these, like, not real control decks. It's very important to learn what our opponent is doing. Ego Drain. Well, they're gonna drain something. Probably gonna drain the Sunfall, right? Do it. Pick a card. I got a lot of cards. They're all good against you. If he picks Sunfall, I don't think that matters too much. I wasn't going to win with the Sunfall if he has counterspells. It does. Does that mean he has no counterspells? Wait, where's my play? Why am I auto-passing? What the heck? Ugh. Okay, that was really weird because it was auto-passing. So I guess we'll play our Emperor and get that counter. Oh, that was really annoying. What was that? Spell Stutter? Just to get auto-passed on? No counterspells there. So we're at 9. We're not dead to anything. The Fortress will come down. We can go for the throw the Sleep Curse Fairy, and then he's down to 1 fairy here. Right? I think we can do that. Do we do that right now? We can do that on his turn. If that's the case, we're not playing up to Beanstalk this turn. Wow. Waiting for me to play my Shieldred, or to play my card to play his Shieldred. Very good. Very good play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, this is gonna hurt a lot. Right, we gained 6. But we're gonna take 4. Ow. Ow. Does he have another Shieldred? He does have another Shieldred. Gotta draw. Ow. Draw 2 cards. Go even lower. Go down to 1, actually. Yikes. Go down to 1. And does he have a third Shieldred? Opponent's always got it, right? Does have a third Shieldred. Wait, let's go for the throw-in. The sack might be important. Wow, you're gonna rage quit? You stupid 3 Shieldred back to back? What a freaking loser. Rage quit just because we removed 3 Shieldred? Unbelievable. Alright, well, that's a 1 game under our belt. We still get no friends. So, hey, you know, the Beanstalk really hurt us because of Shieldred and we had no friends. We still managed to pull it out. That's something. That says something about the deck. I don't know what it says, but something. Some dude, Mark. Hello, Mark. Nice eyes you got. Opponent goes first. Hey, look, a friend. Alright, I'll keep this hand because I have a friend, but this is actually pretty bad. Veteran. Just got worse, I think. For me, I mean. Blue-white veteran soldier deck with a bunch of counter spells? No. Combo deck. Okay. Slightly better. Now that I know it's a combo deck. Does this give Vigilance? Vigilance Hexproof. So, I don't know if he can stop a Vigilance Hexproof. But he can definitely counter the Wrenn. He's got 3 mana open. So, do we want to let him counter the Wrenn? I don't think so. Wrenn's a pretty good card. Okay, I gotta stop doing the auto pass. Convoke to draw 2 cards, huh? Do I want to draw 2 cards in response to him drawing 2 cards? Or do I want to kill his larger? No, I don't want to kill his larger. Let me think. Jeez. All this your go. Put a land in the graveyard actually helps the Blossoming Turtle. No attacks? Okay, I guess we'll get our turtle countered. Turtle time. You can counter a turtle. And then he can surveil. Pretty good of our opponent to have all these cards. Not great for us though, we don't really have a response to most of his plays. 9 Aaron Navarros. That's an interesting play though. Definitely has a counterspell up his sleeve, right? Why else would he play like that? 2 zombies. I could remove one of those zombies. Can't remove both. You can also play a Wrenn. You can make it disappear. Unless I pay... how much? Okay, how much attack can he do? 1, 2... Well, this is 4, right? The Wrenn would just die if I do that. I can't pay anyways, he got 5. So, we can march for 2, which isn't much. I can Wrenn and then get an Elemental. This also doesn't untap, right? It just turns a land into a man land. If it doesn't untap, it doesn't do much. But that's 2 counterspells down. How many counterspells does he have? Is this a defender deck or something? Ooh, that's pretty good for him. But these are only creature cards. That is a defender deck. Another zombie. Is he gonna play that chaplain? Oh man. Is he gonna regret that? Tapping out to do this? You get a lot of birds, I guess. Alright, can I resolve all? Lots of life too. And also an attack. Good thing we have 2 white. We'll go to my turn here. Because holding off all these mana does help. So, we'll farewell all of your creatures, not enchantment. All graveyard, just for a good measure. What about all artifacts? I have no artifacts. They have birds. So, artifacts too, just not enchantments. And quit. Nice game you got, your Protect the Negotiator. Didn't even know to wait till someone board wipes you. Anyways, I think defender decks are interesting. It's definitely not a good deck, but I think I had the same deck in Limited. Fun. Very fun for our opponent. I was also playing a different deck, alright? I was not playing Mono Red Burn. Don't get too salty for losing. He didn't want to play it out after I farewell. Unfortunate, but that's the game that we got. So this deck, we didn't get to use Wrenn, basically, at all. Unfortunately, that's kind of sometimes how it goes. I'll try this game again in the future, or this deck again in the future, and maybe that time we'll get to use Wrenn. So far, right, it is still an Up to Beanstalk deck. The idea is that Up to Beanstalk is so good that it pushes your opponent into just keep trying to answer your cards, and if they can't, they just lose, since you have the inevitability. Unfortunately, that first game when we lost, our opponent also has Up to Beanstalk, and they have more stocks than we did, so they keep going up their Beanstalk, and we just keep dying because of that. And that's kind of how the games kind of plan out in a lot of these situations. Fun deck, though. I do recommend trying out this deck. You will have fun playing it over the long run, because it's not Mono Red Burn, it's not Blue-Eye Aggro, so at the very least, it's a different style of play, and you will have more fun fighting an opponent rather than just hoping you draw the right card in the first 2 turns. Otherwise you lose, that's not fun at all. So this is where the deck really gets to shine against a lot of the cards, a lot of the decks in the metagame where you have more variance, you have more, idea or control over how a lot of the games plan out. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.